All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my stream to my Facebook page, and then we will be off and running. So give me just a moment here to share this, and then off we go. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'm kind of hesitantly excited about starting Assassin's Creed 3. So here we go.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Okay. Well, it won't let me pause it.
We're here. Let's go.
Let's see here. Oh, yep, still won't let me pause it yet. I want to YouTube is giving me a warning that I'm streaming higher than I should be, than they recommend, so I want to turn that down when I have a moment, maybe. Just to see if there's a big difference in quality. If I stream it what they're recommending, I stream that. But I may have to wait. Graphics sure have gotten better.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I have this turned mostly on high. I have anti-aliasing normal, shadows normal, but I turned environment on high, very high rather. Okay, it's still not letting me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me see this message I'm getting here. That you use a stream bit rate of 2500. Well, we're going to try that if I can. Yeah, let's see. Looks like I can't. So we'll just go ahead and do this, and then I thought I saw somewhere that you can stream to YouTube for up to 6K. Maybe you have to be a partner, I don't know. But we'll see. The stream looks pretty good though, I gotta say. I'm streaming at
I think we're here.
Near 5 megabits, which is what they say, but I don't know. Who knows? Should I be... Huh. Okay. No. I'm magically there.
You must find the key.
Son?
I must find
Sir.
the key.
Here we go again.
Oh boy.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
Oh boy.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know,
The
making sure I was okay?
Things around his feet.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were,
visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Oh, I don't have to hold space anymore. Previous ones I had to hold space. Cool. It's probably something that's gonna be hard for me to stop doing. But as for now, we're good.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Yeah, it looks like I don't really need to hit space at all for running, climbing. Except to jump.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
I died. Okay. I am feeling. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Oh. No. No. Ah. Jesus. Okay, so it is going to be a little different, I see. No! Gosh dang it. I don't know why he's... There we go. Maybe I wasn't over far enough. There we go. Okay. Now we're back on sketch. So this will be a little different. Movement and everything.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
And here it will not let me free run.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
E to start mission. Oh, cool.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
So, I remember that I
Good
started
evening,
this game
sir.
and
This way, please.
finished it.
My apologies.
Very good looking game compared to the others.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd
The
mounted this
Assassin's
revival.
Creeds were a little bit ahead
Gay's
of their
best
time.
work by far. Have you seen it before?
As buggy as they were.
My father brought me here as a child, though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
So is mine. Like me too, he acts in a double.
I already have.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we
Find
live
a
by 'em.
secluded area
So,
to climb.
Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she asked
1,000
what order
pardons.
matters,
So
I
sorry.
bring her off.
My apologies.
The wench is very active and industrious. You may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a booking. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation, so I can get more of my
Looks
estate.
like holding
Betty has rock more
right
close into our lot
mouse
here
click
than
doesn't
any private
speed it
gang.
up any.
And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may in the
Said find a secluded place to climb. This does not very
I love
secluded.
to let women escape. A good sportsman always thinks the end bastards is fly, because the breed the game depends on. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women.
Find a way backstage. Move the mouse left and right to locate and hold the tension control. Carefully move the mouse up and down to locate. Oh, that's different.
But make haste and use it, boy.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Oh, there's There's a boy behind me. Exit the opera house.
Hurry! Come, please!
Over there! Back! That man there! Seize him!
Whatever's happened?
A man was killed in the I've done no wrong! I search him! Any weapons?
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone's
Stay by him, please! Peacemaker, there is no danger!
Let us go!
No danger!
It happened right at that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
I'm staying where it came.
Move! Peacemaker, there is no danger! Imbecile!
Where are you going?
I'll search it on here.
We're letting the one guy that looks very suspicious just go.
Give a shout.
Okay. Not bad for a first mission. Get you familiar with the controls. But
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth
great
be
looking
told.
game.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
All right.
garden. All on the bull in the bull in the hall. All on the bull and Kitty lives in Liverpool. All on the bull in the bull in the hall.
Some fresh air might do me good.
All on the bull and the old man is a growling. All on the bull in the bull in the hall.
Go to the upper deck. Right? Okay. Guess I'm not going that way.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
And yet here you be.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Come on, brother, dodge! Dodge! Give him a douse on the jump!
Look at how he bumbles about. Pathetic.
This says hold E to enter parry stance and reflect. That's what I'm doing. Counter E. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Usually if I can find something to do wrong, I'm gonna do it.
Anoint him with the oil of gladness already! I want my money! Finish the hotty-toddy!
Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Holding E.
Give him a douse on the jump!
Look at how he bumbles about. Pathetic.
This is fucking retarded. I'm doing exactly what it's telling me to do. And it's not. I don't get it.
Come on, brother, dodge! Dodge!
Obviously I did it once.
Anoint him with the oil of gladness already! I want my money!
Is this fucking dumb or what? Wow. I'm actually gonna have to Google this? Really?
Swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on anyway?
I missed
I'm
where
ready
you
to
just
go
punch,
again
punch,
if you
punch,
are.
punch, punch.
This is unwise.
Why's that?
Kinda missed
You
that.
think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
See?
Do
that.
you yield?
That's what I like doing.
Never! How do you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this?
Captain,
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
these thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about.
Yeah, I had to research, and yeah, I was
A word,
hitting the
please,
button
Mr. Kenway.
correctly, but I got through it.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Wow, YouTube's really sucking balls tonight.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to
Wow.
mutiny.
Really? What a
Says
surprise.
excellent connection.
As I
but
cannot
it's
trust any of them,
alas.
I am compelled to turn
Wow.
to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will
Really
it be?
strange.
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
Good day.
Return to your cabin. Oh, that's not the right way. Well, not having a good experience with YouTube. I never see it look like that on Facebook. So... Day 28. Wow. That skipped a lot of days.